Hello, and welcome back to my hometown. No, I don't mean that boring and overrated Bruce Springsteen song, I mean the city of Tauranga. It is July 2022, and I am at the Maxwell's Road railway crossing, notable for being the only level crossing in the entire city that still hasn't got barriers, not counting pedestrian-only crossings. This is a quiet residential road, which would explain the lack of barriers. And on this occasion, I filmed two Kiwi Rail trains arriving from Hamilton and Kinleith. These were trains 321 and 491 respectively. Despite my lack of interest in the city as a whole, there are still a few pleasant areas for one to explore. Indeed, this small beach is just below the Maxwell's Road crossing. There used to be a community barbecue here, but it has since been removed for reasons I don't understand. Now there's just a picnic table, which on this occasion was surrounded by what I think are gummy bears. Unsurprisingly, I have no sodding clue why they were scattered all over the place. Anyway, let's get back to the railway, where we see DL 9262 hauling train 491. Later in the afternoon I went out again to catch train 334, but briefly returned to Maxwell's Road because DL 9688 was hauling train 390. Not even 10 minutes later we have DL 9452 hauling GC4, a loaded coal train bound for Rotowaro, just west of Huntly. Okay, so after all that filler, I finally made it to the Strand. And whilst there I caught train 334 to Hamilton, which, unsurprisingly, was led by the usual pair of DLs. But this time DH 2851 was in the consist as well, having spent the past year or so based in this area. The next day, DH 2851 returned to Auckland in the consist of train 228. Meanwhile, we've still got another DH on shunting duties in Mount Maunganui. Sometime later, along came DL 9095 with train 483 from Kinleith. The next day I went over to the Mount to try and catch DH2816 at work, but first I filmed DL9642 bringing in train 362 from Kawerau. Not long after seeing 362, we got to Astrolabe Street in time to watch the DH class leader passing by with the ZHC wagons from 362. Some may say another day, another dollar, but in my case it was more like another day, another DH.